What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Now, guys, I really want to talk about this whole situation with Young Buck. And you know, a lot of guys have been sending me this particular situation with Young Buck and his girlfriend, who is Lucretia Neal. Now, I'm just going to be honest. When the name is Lucretia, we do know that is our people. Because only we, as African Americans, have that first name. But anyways, Young Buck has been a guy that's been doing quite terrible as of late. Broke, dusted up, washed up, miserable. I mean, everything you can think about that could come to pass in one's life. That's Young Buck, okay? Many people feel that he is a talented rapper, but Young Buck, you know, Young Buck has turned into more like Young Suck. Old Suck. Old, you know what I mean? Young Buck ain't that young no more. Young Buck is played out player. All right? It is what it is. And so because of Young Buck's situation, family, because of what he's been going through, Young Buck, you know, he's always probably dealt with thoughts. So let's deal with that. Whether that Young Buck had money or not is not the problem here. The issue is that even if Young Buck had money or not, Young Buck likes thoughts, okay? That's what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with anything else but that. Young Buck likes hood rats. And like we always say in the black community, you can take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. And this is the case with him. Young Buck is a person who's very problematic, probably comes from broken homes. He's gonna deal with women that's on that same level. Okay? He's a man that doesn't have any respect for himself. He's a man that doesn't have any respect for his authority as a man. So he deals with women who don't have no respect for him, and he deals with crazy people. Right? So that's why he's over here arguing and fighting and stuff over social media passwords. Right? Maybe it's some cheating. What she said was, you know, he tried to flip over a glass table and hold it to the ground, and she escaped his grasp, hit a spin move, family. Like she just basically broke a tackle like Barry Sanders and ran to the room, then went and got a gun from a safe and shot at him. That doesn't even make any goddamn sense. Now, he lucky to be alive. Okay? But see, here's the issue with this. The problem is not her. The problem is him. Because see, a lot of times, we're gonna have to be honest. When a lot of you brothers are dealing with these women, you gotta understand they can only reach you where you're at. Okay? And for a lot of guys who are on the level of Young Buck, then that's where you are. Wherever you go, there you are. Okay? If Young Buck was a person that had class, had some intelligence, and being from where he is not an excuse. All right? He's ruined his life. But he's over there with Struggle Lucretia because he's a bum. That's the reason why. He's a bum. Bum. So because he's a bum, I want you to think about this. Because he's a bum, he has this problem. Now, people are saying, well, she's crazy. Well, of course she's crazy. crazy people are attracted to other crazy people. When you're a loser, of course you attract losers. Like, let's take this a step back. Let me take you aback if we can. Let's analyze Tory Lane and Meg Thee Stallion. Now, with Tory Lane and Meg Thee Stallion, a lot of you as black men roasted her up because she invites the people that are in your life. Whether or not she deserved it is one thing, but did she invite the people in the life to cause problems? We would say yes. Why is she messing with Tory Lane? Tory Lane he's crazy. Okay? Tory Lane's psycho. Right? We would understand that. Nobody would disagree with that. But our problem is, why are you dealing with him? My question to Young Buck is, why are you dealing with her? And the only thing that Young Buck can say is because you're dealing with somebody on your level. A lot of guys in the black community, I hate to say this, a lot of you brothers out there that have problems with chicks, even me, it's a reflection of who you want to deal with. Who you want to deal with? Like, if that's you dealing with these girls, dealing with girls who are losers, dealing with people who have nothing to offer you, you're accepting that from people, you're dealing with struggle love, you're letting people in your life who are useless, you get what you deserve. You know, my grandma would always tell me, you play with a puppy, he'll kiss you in the mouth. I never understood what that meant until I got older. What means that the puppy can't lick you until you're down there with him. See, a lot of people, a lot of men want to be, playing with the puppy with your face by his tongue and expect to not get licked. You are definitely going to get licked. All right? There's no doubt about it. You are going to get licked. And when you get licked, don't cry about it. Don't ask for help. Because a lot of people just don't want to hear. Me personally, I don't. Just because you're from the hood, you're from the ghetto, don't mean you stay there. Just because you're from a poor place, don't mean you stay there. A lot of brothers think it's an excuse for them to fail. It's not. I'm from there. Jay-Z from there. He don't deal with that, do he? 50 Cent from there. He don't deal with that, do he? See, everybody got a choice. And the women that you deal with are a choice. A lot of black men don't want to hear that. But how can we sit here and blame everything on? Now, don't get me wrong. She's crazy. But come on, man. Young Buck deal with crazy. And the thing about it is, with somebody like him, he probably has opportunities to deal with women that actually have some sense. Because, in the black community, successful professional women, he actually might have a shot with that. He don't want that. He wants psychotic Lucretia, who wants to shoot you over the fact, look at the jail photo. Look at her right there. She looked like she done shot people before. She looks like it. Then you want to be mad. But guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Go to the first comment pinned to the top, family. You will find out all the stuff with the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. You'll find my personal email, all my stuff, guys. Thank you for being a part of the family. Thank you for the support. Thank you for taking a chance on the level. And guys, always remember, the buffoonery, it remains at an all-time high. I'm out.